The technology that we're introducing does improve fleet management and operations in a number of ways. Knowing where the bus is, for example, helps operators in terms of where is the bus where it should be? Is it according to the time? Actually, how many people are on the bus? It can actually give operators the decision in terms of whether they need to put another bus on, whether they actually maybe using a double decker rather than a single decker for that journey because it's overloaded. That's all the operational real-time data, but it actually extends to even more of the fleet management side. So in terms of vehicle checklists, we can now actually provide operators real-time information as to when when a driver has said, I've hit a bump on the road, etc., there's been a scratch, etc. Normally what would happen is they fill in a form on the bus. Until that bus comes into the depot at the end of the night, that's when all those bits of paper would be collected. Someone would have to sift through them, work out which buses need a repair, and then go and have to find that bus in the depot. With that information in real time, that fleet management, that engineering team can work out actually what buses need repairs, and actually even message the driver to say, when you come in, park in bay 5, because that's where they'll have their engineer ready to fix that particular fault. Being digital means all of that stuff can be done. So you are a lot more efficient in your operations. And so they don't have to do that. They don't have to wait until the end of the day to work out what repairs need to be done. Actually, if you know that the indicator is done and you may need to get a part, that can be ordered there and then and not having to wait until the next day and therefore delaying that repair for another 2 or 3 days. So real-time information can mean quite a lot to a lot of people, but in its corest sense, it's being able to tell where the bus is. So at the very simplest sense is you see a picture of a map and it will tell you where the bus is, and typically it's updated every 10 seconds or so. But with that real-time information, you can do more because now you know where the bus is. You can now work out how late that bus is against a timetable and actually tell the person at the bus stop, this is what the expected time is. So it's actually using more information about both the schedules and the bus times, maybe congestion on the roads, etc. It's all about giving passengers more up-to-date information than what they would normally do with a static timetable. But real-time information at the core of it is knowing where the bus is. Once you've got that, all the other information and data you can provide from it comes from that very central key point, and that's what some of the technology that we provide actually gives to the operators and ultimately to the passengers. So we're constantly adding new ways of for allowing passengers to board the bus. The mantra is anything that makes it easier to get more passengers on the bus, that's what benefits our operators, and that's what always drives us in terms of our innovation.